Hey y'all, what's good? And welcome back to another game review. Today we're going to be reviewing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, you know what I mean? And it's kind of ironic because I actually, in my last game review I reviewed Elden Ring, right? So I have a little bit of a Dark Souls-like streak going on right now, so that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? And this game review is actually kind of like improvised or like impromptu. I just figured, you know what I mean, because I looked in my Xbox Live Network collection of captures and stuff, and I had some pretty lengthy clips to share, you know what I mean? I think I meant to upload those to my gaming channel like a while ago, but I just never really got to it. So I guess I'm gonna be utilizing them here in a little game review. You know what I mean? Just talking about how I feel about the game and overall just my thoughts and opinions on it. You feel me? So yeah, Sekiro is basically Japanese Dark Souls. You know what I mean? It takes place in what is supposed to be like olden days Japan, right? And it's like a warring period, right? And there's a bunch of supernatural stuff going on, and you play as the dude named Sekiro, or like the one-armed wolf, right? And he works for this little kid basically, and the little kid gets captured by samurais, and you have to recapture him and stuff. And he gives you this special sword called Kusabi Maru, right? And he becomes immortal, and he gets a prosthetic arm, and he meets this old monk who carves these little wooden things, and that's basically the synopsis of the game. Also, there's this one lady who's like a princess or something, and you fight her. Honestly, I don't even. It's been years since I played this game. You know what I mean? I can't perfectly summarize the story for you, but just know it's pretty engaging. You know what I mean? And there's some pretty tough enemies to fight. That's one thing that I should just jump straight into. The difficulty of this game is insane. I think that this is by far the most difficult Souls game because it actually has like a timing parrying system, and I think other Souls games do too, but this one is actually like reliant on that. Like, you don't have a shield or anything. Literally the only thing you're armed with is a small katana. So you have to time those parries well. You have to dodge like almost perfectly, or it's gonna mean death. You know what I mean? Like, as you can see right here, I obviously struggled a lot with this dude right here. You know what I mean? The centipede, giraffe, whatever. It's such a weirdly named boss, but it is what it is. I struggled a lot on him. I struggled a lot on the game, but it was a satisfying experience. I never really got to like fully do all the stuff that I was capable of doing in the game, you know what I mean? Because I think I just sort of kind of got sick of the difficulty, and I just completely dropped the game after I beat it, beat Ishin, the Sword Saint and stuff. The game is awesome though, I will say that. The game is overall just very awesome, you know what I mean? Very well designed, like, cuz like there's special like attack moves that you can do, and you can imbue your sword with different things like fire and purple sleeping mist and stuff, you know what I mean? That type of thing. And there's healing items, very unique, very well designed, very original Souls like game, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to like see more of this type of combat in like video games and stuff, Souls likes. But the level of difficulty in this game, it's crazy, it's pretty crazy. You like there's times where you think you're gonna do something, but then it hits you with like this huge unexpected curveball and stuff. And yeah, the game has a lot of twists and turns, and it's just overall very difficult. So unless you're prepared for a difficult game where you're gonna die a lot, I mean, it's literally in the name of the game, dying multiple times. It's just naturally gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's the way of the Souls player. You're gonna die a lot, but you adapt, overcome, and beat bosses. That's what the games do to you. They evolve you and harden you. So overall, in my honest opinion, I would rate the game about a solid, good 8 out of 10. You feel me? It's an awesome game. You know what I mean? The combat is really engaging. The story is really engaging. It's all well and good, very well designed. You know what I mean? And I know it's meant to challenge you and stuff, but sometimes the overwhelming difficulty can put a little bit of a damper on the game, you know what I mean? It kind of keeps you from fully enjoying the game to the best of its ability and to the best of your ability, you know what I mean? Like, there's some places that you'd want to explore, oops, the enemies there are too difficult. There's some items that you would want to get, oops, the enemies there are a little too difficult, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that I would want them to make the game easier or anything like that, but me personally, I would just prefer if they found some sort of balance between it being of medium and hard difficulty, like other Souls games that I've played, you know what I mean? Because overall, the difficulty in this game can just be flat out unfair sometimes, just ridiculously unfair, you know? But despite that, I will reiterate and admit once again that the game is really cool, you know what I mean? I'm a sucker for katanas, ninjas, and just slashes, clashes, swords, and samurais and stuff like that, you know what I mean? The game is cool, the game is awesome, very well designed, like I said, you know what I mean? The story is pretty nice and pretty easy to follow, you know what I mean? Pretty simplistic, and you'll enjoy it too if you decide to ever play the game, It's on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and yeah, pretty much like all platforms except for Nintendo Switch. Or at the very least, I think it's not on Nintendo Switch. I mean, it obviously doesn't seem like the type of game to be on there, you know, to be completely fair. I don't really have much else other important stuff to say about the game, to be honest, except for like the parkour is cool, the synthetic arm is cool, you know what I mean, the shurikens, the grappling rope, you know what I mean. I'm just sort of kind of out here trying to fill up the empty space because I still do have some seconds of footage left. Well, actually, not much now, but yeah, the video is going to end soon. But before it does, I just want to say I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching my videos and my game reviews. Be sure to stay tuned for more and maybe suggest some games that I should possibly review in the future down in the comments below. And until then, I'm going to see y'all in the next video, and peace out.